Hey everyone, I hope this is not blurry. I've already recorded this video once and it was just a blurry mess. Today was day 7 of stimming, and tonight we added in Ganirelix. That injection will prevent my body from ovulating naturally, so that gives my follicles some more time to grow. I had a scan this morning. It was my second scan since beginning stims, and if you'll recall, just 2 days ago, is that right? 2 days ago? Yeah, on Saturday I had a scan and they found one measurable follicle on my left ovary, and measurable in our clinic is 10 millimeters or greater in size. And when I left that scan on Saturday, hung out with my husband all day. We did a lot of walking around and shopping, and we took the dog to the nature park, and as we were walking around this big retention pond, I said, oh my God, I can feel my right side, because I had been feeling my left side sort of pulling since the very first night of stims. It was ridiculous. So I knew that the right side was growing, and this morning they looked at my left ovary first because that's where the one was found previously, and they found 3 measurable follicles, all ranging between 10 millimeters and 11, I believe. I don't get a printout like some people do, so I don't remember the exact numbers. The only reason I know anything is because I was watching the screen while they were typing the sizes. And so then they went to my right hand side and they found 6 measurable follicles. They're all grouping really nicely. There is a leader of the pack that is 13 millimeters, but most of them were 12 on the right hand side. At least 4 of them were, 3 or 4 of them. Like I said, I don't remember. My symptoms are catching up to me at this point. I do find that I feel fine in the morning, and then around 3 p.m. I just crash. It's a crash in energy, and I know that I need to be eating more protein, so I bought some protein bars to keep at work. But it's also, it's like the time of the day where my bloat is at its worst, and today it was on the verge of pain. All of the pulling that I feel on both my left and right side at this point was just almost too much. And I don't know if you can tell, but I find myself getting out of breath now. I don't know why that is. I've never seen anyone else have that symptom just during stimming. So I think I'm in for a bumpy road should this work out like I would like it to, because I know that pregnancy really takes the breath out of you. So my medicines now are 225 follistim, that stayed the same. Menopur went up from 150 to 225, so instead of 2 vials of powder, I now use 3 vials of powder each night. 1 box of Menopur only has 5 vials of powder, so I did have to reorder both follistim and Menopur tonight. Oh wait, the Menopur, I wanted to comment on bumping it up from 2 to 3. I really expected it to burn more than it did, but it really was comparable to when I only used 2 vials. So that was good. I don't know if anyone has ever been scared of bumping up from, 1 vial to 2 or from 2 to 3, but it didn't bother me too much. And then finally, the Ganirelix, I have heard in more than one place, has a dull needle and it takes more force to do the injection. So again, I am so thankful for my husband taking over. I told him about that, and I iced the location of the injection extremely well. All I use now is a sandwich bag with ice cubes in it. And when he did the injection, he said he felt like there was more resistance, but I did not feel it. I did not feel the needle going in. It was no different than the follistim needle, which is like the easiest one, the tiny little things. I did notice that the Ganirelix itself, the medication is thicker. So I imagine that what's going on is that needle is a lower gauge. So I have a feeling it's just a little bit slightly larger diameter. I did notice, however, that with the 3 injections tonight, even though the needles themselves didn't hurt, the Menopur did burn, I felt like a bee had stung me on my stomach after a few minutes. So Sarah from Sarah Loves Peter posted about the Ganirelix needles on Instagram, and I got to read lots of lovely comments about tips and tricks on how to get through that injection. So I went ahead and iced before the injection with the sandwich bag, and then after I use, this is like a, see if you can see it, a gel hot and cold pack. It's just an off-brand that I bought at Target. This doesn't get cold enough for me to use before the injections, but it was just lovely to put on the injection site for afterward to reduce the swelling. I didn't have a knot. I didn't have any itching or discomfort, but it did feel like I'd been stung by a bee for about an hour. So I left this on pretty much that whole time. So things are going well. Completely off the TTC topic, I just wanted to tell you that November 10th is the Marine Corps birthday, and my husband served in the Marines, and so did our roommate. They are best friends, and they served at different points in time actually, but they are both across the street right now at the tavern. And so I'm home alone, and I wanted to brag on my husband. You know, we met the first day of high school is actually when we met, and we've pretty much been inseparable since the summer between junior year and senior year. And I was just so miserable when he left for the military, and it successfully broke us up when we were really young, like 19 years old, 19, 20 years old, yeah. And then even when he came back, the transition from military life to civilian life is difficult, and we didn't handle that well either, and broke up again. But there's never been a doubt in my mind that he's the right person for me. And because of his time in the service, we have been able to use his VA loan to get our house, and it has pretty much paid for his college. And I just wanted to give a little shout out to my husband publicly, because he's been an amazing husband, but just this process of stimming, he's really come through for me. And you know, tonight he gave me my injections and I didn't feel the Ganirelix, and he just takes such good care of me. He took the dog out so that I wouldn't have to, and he let me go lay down right away, which was like 6:30 at night. And he left me alone. He heated up a bowl of soup and brought it to me, and I hope he enjoys himself tonight. And tomorrow, of course, is Veterans Day, and he is a veteran of foreign wars. He went to Afghanistan 3 times, and I just love him, and I wanted to tell you all that, because I don't I don't know if I brag on him enough, but he deserves it even more. So lots of love to everyone, baby dust, and I will update you again on Wednesday when I get my next scan, and we'll see how bumping up that Menopur has made things change. Bye. It's like Christmas.
Opening up your boxes of baby stimuli. Killian, are you happy? More humans for you to chew on?
Here's the receipt.
I don't want to see that.
It's got 0 on the bottom, that's all you need to know.
Okay.
Room temp. Who would be so excited about drugs? Get to...
A drug addict.
Okay, these are the definite refrigerate, and they are the follistim pens. Did you get a nice shot of your coffee there?
A little bit, I tried.
Yeah. I wonder if those were just refills, like vials, but this is the actual pen. Oh, are you filming the dog?
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, this is like the only time hopefully that we have to do this, so. Oh my god. Look at this 1.5-inch long needle.
Is that the one that goes in your booty?
It goes in my butt. Anyway, syringes. Syringe for my trigger. This is my trigger shot. These are all the badass progesterone and oil. Yeah. Oh my god, it looks massive. That looks like a horse syringe that goes in my butt. Anyway, last thing is the sharps container. So now I'm gonna set them all up in a very nice fashion.